Children, farming is practiced in different ways. There are different types of farmings which are practiced all across the world, and there are various factors on which this depends. They choose that type of farming according to, first is the geographical conditions, that it depends on the soil and climate of that place. Second, it depends on the size of the farm. If the farm is big enough, they practice commercial farming, and the size of the farm is small, they practice subsistence farming. So let us look at the third factor. Children, the third factor is demand of produce. If the demand is high, then they grow that kind of crop. Suppose they want the selling of rice is more in that area, they will grow more rice. It all depends on the demand. The fourth factor is labor. It depends on how much labor you can get in that area, and so that kind of crops grow. Like tea plantation requires lots of labor because the tender leaves have to be picked. So in such kind, if the labor availability is more, they grow that kind of crop. So the another factor is labor. And the next last factor is level of technology. It depends how much of machinery is available in that place. If a farmer cannot afford it, he does subsistence farming, and if he's rich enough, can afford the machinery and technology, he uses all kinds of modern machinery to cultivate his field. Children, there are two types of farming: subsistence farming and commercial farming. Now let us see what is subsistence farming. Now, this type of farming is practiced mainly to meet the needs of the farmer's family. He uses low levels of technology, and household labor is used to produce on a small field whatever he can grow on that small field. And then in the opposite, you can see commercial farming, where crops are grown and animals are reared mainly for sale in the market and to earn profit. Now here large amount of capital is required. Most of the work is done by machinery. So this kind of farming is called as commercial farming. Children, I told you the types of farming. There are mainly two types of farming: subsistence farming and commercial farming, but they can be further classified. You can see subsistence farming is further classified into intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming, which is further classified into shifting, which is also called as slash and burn, and nomadic herding. Commercial farming is again further subdivided into commercial grain farming, mixed farming, and plantation farming. Now we will learn first of, all of you know what is subsistence, which means that the farmer has a small plot of land. He uses his household labor with low levels of technology, that means primitive tools, and grows enough crop to feed his family. He doesn't have extra crop to sell in the market. Now in intensive subsistence farming, the farmer has a small piece of land and uses his household labor with simple tools. Machinery, hardly uses any machinery, and he grows about 2 to 3 crops on the same piece of land by using high yield variety seeds, manure, organic manure, and some fertilizers. And he uses most of the crops for his family. Whatever remains, he sells it in the market. This is how he runs his family. And this kind of farming, the intensive subsistence farming, is mostly prevalent, is practiced in thickly populated areas of the monsoon regions of South and Southeast Asia, China, Japan, and India. Children, now let us see the primitive subsistence farming. There are two types of primitive subsistence farming: shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Now we'll look into shifting cultivation. All of you know, primitive farming is the oldest form of agriculture. Now in shifting agriculture, it is practiced normally in dense forest areas, where the area is cleared by cutting the trees, and then they burn the trees, and then the ashes are mixed with the soil so that the soil gets its fertility, and then crops are grown. So they normally slash the trees, then they burn the trees. Whatever remains, the ashes, you can see the black, the ashes, they mix it with the soil, and then they grow crops, and they cultivate for some years and once the soil loses its fertility, they abandon that place, they leave that place for a few years, and they again clear a next patch of land by slashing the trees and again burning it and mixing the ashes with the soil, and then they grow their crops there. And in this manner, once, and then they again come back to the same plot of land. And this kind of shifting cultivation is normally practiced in the forested regions of Amazon basin, parts of Africa, parts of Southeast Asia, and even parts of Northeast India. And they are given by various names. They are called by various names in various parts of the world, and we will look into the various names given to this kind of cultivation, that is slash and burn or shifting cultivation. Children, we have learned about shifting cultivation, which is also called as slash and burn. Now there are different names given to it in different parts of the world. In India, the shifting cultivation is called juming, which is performed in the northeastern part of our country. You can see in Mexico it is called as milpa. Then you can see in Brazil it is called as roca, and in Malaysia it is called as ladang. So these are the different names given to the shifting agriculture normally performed in the forested regions. Like you can see in Brazil it is the Amazon basin, then northeast the forested region. Mexico also has forested regions. Similarly in Malaysia, these areas practice shifting cultivation, or it is also called as slash and burn. Children, the other form of primitive subsistence farming is nomadic herding. Now all of you know what the word nomads mean. Nomads mean a person who keeps wandering from one place to another. He never settles in one place. He keeps roaming around from one place to another. So nomadic herding means that in this kind of farming, what would they do? The herdsmen, move from place to place with their animals for in search of food, fodder and water, and they keep goats, sheep, camel, all these kinds of animals which provide them milk, meat, hides and other products so that they can earn a living. And this kind of herding, nomadic herding, is carried out normally in the arid regions and semi-arid regions of the world. That means normally in the deserted regions of the world.